Thought I'd pop in for a live sesh after I got home from deliveries today in the microgreens. So pop that ad over to Facebook. That's about it. We'll see if anybody shows up. Boo, 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 boo. Don't have a real light set up yet. Oops, somebody already popped off. Yeah, I'm talking about today finding food in a plant-based for a plant-based lifestyle in the middle of the desert, literally. We're in New Mexico, and there's not much going on here as far as plant-based focused restaurants or plant-based menu items. It's scarcity for sure, but we do have grocery stores, and you can find organic produce for a decent price. There's natural grocers, there's Sprouts, there's some at Albertsons, and one or the other will have decent fair prices a lot of the time. So I talk to chefs about having more items on their menus. So we talk about the ingredients and the availability and what people are into that they already know are requesting things on their menus that are maybe, starting their transition from animal products to vegetarian and maybe over to vegan soon. But we recommend a slow but steady process, kind of like erosion. So, you can't force it on people. But, there's lots of questions going around how to eat healthier and get rid of heart disease and chronic illnesses. So, do you really want to know? We're here to tell you. But other than that, we can all do our part. I'm growing microgreens, I'm growing salad mix and things like that. And I'm using organic, regenerative, if you want to call it that. Using permaculture practices, no dig, no till, all that. Whatever you want to, focus in on as your vocabulary or your slogan names or your key names, whatever you want to call them. I don't know. But most of my stuff is no-till, so I don't. After breaking the ground, I don't mess with it. There's a lot of life in there we don't want to disturb, so that's where we leave that. As far as anything changing in my town, there's only a few restaurants that are able to maybe offer up things that are vegetarian and plant-based. There's juice bars, of course. Then there's just, upscale restaurants. There's a few bistros in town that have, Asian food offerings and Mediterranean kind of offerings. Then there's just grills and same old stuff as far as fast food. There's lots of Mexican food. There's tacos, burritos, and burgers everywhere you look. So you can't avoid that. But you can get that out of your off your plate at least a couple times a week. You'll be making a huge impact. So, meatless Mondays, that's a big thing. Then we got Taco Tuesdays, and that's a big thing down here. But there's some pretty good tacos that are vegetarian and vegan. I mean, you can use all the fake meats if you want, but you can move towards plant-based substitutes. The seitan and tofu and tempeh. But if you're not a big fan of those, you can move towards mushrooms and potatoes and roasted veggies, make slaws and things like that. So, anyone here, let me know in the chat. Let's see, I'll close up that. Slow mode is on, so 10 seconds. I'm not sure what that 10 seconds is going to do for you, if it keeps you from submitting your messages. Let's see. If we don't get any viewers in here in the next few minutes, I'll just call it a wrap and work on the next one. But I just had a few moments to get in here while my significant other is busy doing her thing. I've also been doing some social permaculture with my old friends from high school back in California, and one's now in Idaho. We're doing Twitch and we're playing music and we're streaming over there on Twitch. They're doing it semi-regularly, pretty much. I'm just working up my connections right now and getting my setup, so I'll let you know when that finally shows up. And it should be quick. I just got my final key element, although I found out that it's not quite what I thought. Just an Ethernet to USB connection, because my setup is a little spread around the house. So, I have this Wi-Fi connection that's got an Ethernet plug in a Wi-Fi, but it's like, I thought a Wi-Fi is a Wi-Fi. So you're plugging in an Ethernet cable. Hopefully it's more stable than just the signal. It's a hard line, whatever it is. It's still Wi-Fi. So I don't quite understand that. Maybe somebody can explain that concept to me. Putting an Ethernet plug on a Wi-Fi extender, the ones that you just plug into the wall. I'm not sure how that works, but so all of this plantification stuff, this new channel, is based around moving past all the issues that we have today, and it's kind of a role play, I guess, actually, moving past the future. So what I mean is not really accepting that we'll have these issues for too much longer, that we will find out that moving away from our destructive and extractive practices and processes will wane, and we'll move towards a healthier way of living, and our behaviors will change, and we'll, resonate more positivity towards eating a whole food, plant-based diet and having that lifestyle, and not just a diet. All the diets are not turning out too well for many people. And hopefully, it doesn't take you too long to realize that. But we can definitely find our nutrition in a plant-based diet. And I'm finding that out every day. I'm trying to be a part of that for a lot of people. And it works differently for everybody. Their nutrition, their microbiome they're all different. I learn and watch many different people. I learn from them every day. You really have to just keep learning and stay on top of your own nutrition, see that you're getting enough, And don't be worried. There's plenty there. You don't need animal protein to live. So, anyways, doesn't seem like anybody's joining us tonight. So maybe I'll just end the stream and say good night to all, and we'll see you next time. I sound like everybody I listen to, so we'll find our little catchphrase. But tuning out tonight. Have a great night, everybody.